Hey y'all, welcome to the very first episode of 2025 of Crystal's Clarity Podcast, where there's always another way to see it. I'm your host, Crystal Tellisford, and this is your safe space for real talk, growth, and mindset shifts. And of course, sprinkled with a little humor and love because life is too short for it to be boring. So today we're diving into something that's so close to my heart, which is healing to control the controllables. Listen, 2025 is not the year for stressing over things outside of our power. Instead, it's about leaning into what's in our hands and making it work for us. So, if you're ready to learn how to flip frustration into focus and fear into freedom, you're in the right place. And stick with me until the end because I've got a free resource that's going to help you reset and refocus right away. Let's get into it. All right, so let me rewind a bit. 2024, yeah, it was definitely a ride. So, between personal challenges, financial pressures, and emotional growing pains, I found myself asking, what even is this? What am I even doing? Um, you know, my thing was instead of letting that overwhelm me, I made a choice to lean into healing. So, what I realized is that healing isn't about fixing yourself or waiting for circumstances to magically change. It's honestly about owning where you are and just deciding to work with what you got. For me, that meant asking some hard questions. What am I holding on to that's not serving me? Where am I giving my energy to things that I can't control? And how can I ground myself in God's promises even when life feels messy? And I want you to pause for a second and just ask yourself these same questions. And write them down if you can, or just think about one area where you feel stuck. I'll say, what's one thought or habit you've been holding on to that you know just isn't serving you? Now, rewrite it. I want you to replace it with what you're choosing to believe instead. So, some of what has assisted me and has really anchored me practices like morning prayers to start my day, getting up, talking to God before I even ask Him for anything. I'm thanking Him for all the things. And also journaling just to get my thoughts out of my head and just onto paper. That really, really helped as well. And also just a constant state of gratitude whenever I can, even for the smallest of things. And honestly, even on the hard days, those habits have kept me so grounded, and I promise they can do the same for you. So let's break this down because I know control the controllables can sound like one of those Pinterest quotes, but it's real. So here's what it means. One, it means your choice or your choices. You can't control other people's actions, but you can control how you respond. Secondly, your habits. What you do daily shapes your reality, and you need to think about, are your habits helping you or hurting? Thirdly, your perspective. Life is definitely going to be lifing, so it's going to throw curveballs, and the question is, do you see them as roadblocks or redirection? So for me, it had I've had to learn that no matter how much I want someone to show up a certain way, I can't make them. But I can set boundaries, communicate clearly, and choose how I choose to show up. It's not always easy, but it's definitely freeing. Secondly, when it comes to finances, Lord knows, money can be a stressor, but instead of just obsessing over what's not in the bank, I've shifted, I'll say, to a just a mindset of abundance. And I've been taking small intentional steps, applying for jobs, setting savings goals, and just tackling my credit just to remind myself that progress is still progress, even if it's slow. So I would suggest for you for the next 24 hours, pay attention to one reaction you can control. Maybe it's your response to a text, or your attitude towards work, or even how you start your morning. Then let me know how it felt. Tag me on Instagram or something. Share your win with me. I would love to see it. Okay, so what does 2025 look like for Crystal? So what it looks like for me is simple. clarity, consistency, and growth. So here are my focus areas. I want to share them with you. So one is daily non-negotiables. Starting my day with prayer, journaling, affirmations, meditation, and workouts. No skipping. These routines keep me grounded and energized. Secondly, healthy boundaries, whether it's with work, relationships, or my own thoughts. I am committed to protecting my peace. That means saying no when needed and not feeling guilty about it. Okay. Thirdly, serving others. This one is big for me. I'm shifting my mindset from what do I need to how can I serve. When you pour into others, it comes back tenfold. One of the other things I'm focusing on also is financial healing. I'm working on money mindset, from tackling credit card debt to building abundance. It's not just about paying bills, it's about creating freedom. So I have a challenge for you. I want you to write down one area where you're committed to consistency this year and share it with me in a DM or a comment, and let's keep each other accountable this year. All right, y'all. So we're about to get out of here. I wanted to keep it, quick, short, cute, and sweet. So I just want to thank y'all for rocking with me on this first episode for 2025. I hope it gave you something to think about and, more importantly, something to act on. Just remember, healing and growth don't happen overnight, but they do happen when you stay consistent. Ding, ding, ding. I got something for you, though. Free resource alert. If you're ready to take control of your focus and mindset, grab my Mindset Reset Workbook. It's a free 5-day guide to help you clear mental clutter and build bold habits. Head to boldintentions.com to download it now. Also, let's stay connected. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Crystal the Coach, or Bold Intentions LLC, the business page, so you can stay focused on intentional growth and bold habits. You can follow me on YouTube, Bold Intentions LLC, so you'll see clips from this podcast and also just other helpful tips that you can visually see on YouTube, maybe while you are out and about or just chilling and just want something to watch or listen to. And there'll be deep dives and growth and mindset, things like that. And then also, of course, the podcast. Crystal's Clarity Podcast. Remember, available wherever you listen to podcasts. And, the conversations will continuously be about clarity, growth, and habits, because like we know there's just always another way to see it. And if you haven't, subscribe to the website, www.boldintentions.com, where you can shop growth tools, affirmations, and more. And of course, last but not least, if you have not, I have a daily inspirational text list. If you need that extra little push in the morning, I got you. Text BOLD, and that's BOLD, to 866-444-4675. Again, for affirmations and mindset resets sent straight to your phone. Lastly, again, just thank you so much for tuning into Crystal's Clarity. Like I said, there's just always another way to see it. Let's make 2025 the year of healing, growth, and showing up for ourselves in every way possible. Until next time, keep controlling controllables and trusting God's plan for your life.